What if all the things you spent your life stressing over suddenly no longer seemed important? Not because you gave up, but because you finally understood what truly matters. And the surprising part is this: for many people, that realization doesn't happen at 30 or even 50. It often comes after the age of 70. As people grow older, a quiet transformation begins to take place. It is not dramatic or obvious, but one day you notice that the worries and pressures that once consumed you no longer carry the same weight. The constant noise fades, life feels calmer, and for the first time in years, there is a sense of lightness. This change is not about losing purpose. It is about gaining wisdom. The happiest people later in life are rarely the ones who clung tightly to everything. They are usually the ones who learned what was worth releasing. And today, we are going to talk about 7 things that quietly lose their power after 70 and why releasing them might be the most freeing thing you ever do. Now, let's get started. Number 1. The need to impress other people. For most of life, people feel pressured to appear successful, intelligent, admired, or accepted. Decisions are often shaped by fear of judgment and the desire for approval. But with age comes an important realization: most people are too focused on their own lives to judge yours as harshly as you imagined. And even when they do, their opinions never truly define who you are. So instead of asking, "What will others think?" you begin asking, "Does this feel right for me?" That change brings freedom. Number 2. Always be right. At one time, winning arguments and proving your point may have seemed important. Having the final word felt like victory. But over the years, many discover that being right does not necessarily bring peace. Often, it only creates distance and tension. After 70, people often value harmony more than pride. Sometimes silence becomes a sign of strength, not weakness, because there is no longer a need to constantly prove yourself. Number 3. Regret about the past. Everyone carries memories of mistakes, missed opportunities, and words left unsaid. Yet aging often brings the understanding that the past cannot be rewritten. No amount of replaying old moments can change what already happened. Gradually, you begin to accept that life was never supposed to be flawless. It was meant to be lived honestly. Every setback, wrong decision, and disappointment helped shape the person you became. Instead of remaining trapped in regret, you begin to move forward with acceptance and peace. Number 4. The pressure to maintain appearances. For years, society encourages people to create an image of success through possessions, status, and lifestyle. But later in life, many realize that comfort matters more than appearances, and inner peace matters more than impressing others. You stop pursuing things simply to look successful and begin choosing what genuinely makes life calmer and more meaningful. Because true grace does not demand attention or validation. Number 5. Trying to please everyone. Eventually, people realize that even when they do their best, someone will still be disappointed. For years, this can feel exhausting. You say yes when you want to say no, avoid conflict, and sacrifice your own peace to keep others comfortable. But after 70, many begin to understand that self-worth cannot depend on constant approval. Boundaries become necessary, not cruel. Saying no becomes an act of self-respect rather than rejection. And when you stop trying to please everyone, your relationships often become more honest and genuine. Number 6. The fear of being alone. Earlier in life, solitude can feel uncomfortable, leading many people to surround themselves with distractions, noise, or constant company. But with age, solitude often begins to feel different. It becomes space to reflect, breathe, and simply exist without pressure. You begin to enjoy your own company, not because you are isolated but because you finally feel whole within yourself. You realize there is a difference between loneliness and solitude. Loneliness feels empty, while solitude can feel deeply peaceful. Number 7. Holding on to grudges. Over time, people carry emotional weight from old conflicts, betrayals, and painful memories. For years, those wounds may replay endlessly in the mind. But eventually, many come to understand that bitterness does not hurt the past, it only damages the present. So little by little, they begin to let go. Not because the pain was justified, but because carrying it no longer feels worth the burden. Forgiveness becomes something done for personal peace rather than for someone else's benefit. And with that release comes a sense of emotional freedom. The truth is that life does not necessarily become harder with age. In many ways, it becomes clearer. The distractions weaken, unnecessary pressures disappear, and what truly matters becomes easier to recognize. But that clarity only arrives when you are willing to release the expectations, fears, and burdens that were never meant to define your life. The people who shine brightest in their later years are not the ones who held tightly to everything. They are the ones who finally understood what was never worth holding on to at all.